In my hands, I have a new handheld console, the AYANEO Pocket AIR Mini, and without any exaggeration, I can say that right now this is one of the best and most powerful mid-budget handheld console on the market. Its official price is just $70 or $80, depending on the version. It features active cooling, runs Android for installing games, emulators and apps, has excellent premium level build quality, and most importantly, according to the manufacturer, it supports popular PlayStation 2 and GameCube titles. That's basically everything you need to know to turn this video off right now and go buy this console immediately. But if you'd like to stick around a bit longer and learn more about it, make yourself comfortable, and let's start the review of my very first console from AYANEO, a console I've been waiting a long time to actually buy. It was announced a while ago, but only recently became available. In this video we'll unbox the console, take a look at its design, test several games, and of course talk about its competitors. But first, let's go over the main specifications. The AIR Mini is powered by the MediaTek Helio G90T octa-core processor. This chip was previously used in budget smartphones like the Realme 6 and Redmi Note 8 Pro. Graphics performance is handled by the Mali G76 MP4 GPU. According to AYANEO, this console is capable of delivering smooth gameplay in popular PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube games. We'll definitely check that a bit later. My version of the console comes with 3GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Additional storage for games is provided via a microSD card slot. The console features an excellent 4.2-inch LCD display with a brightness of 500 nits. It has a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is very comfortable for most retro games. The resolution is 1280 by 960 pixels. It's also a touchscreen, which makes interacting with the interface much easier. As for the battery, it's only 4500 mAh, which is a bit smaller compared to some competitors. The device also includes built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. On the bottom, alongside the microSD card slot, there is a headphone jack and a USB Type-C port for charging or connecting an external hard drive. However, this port does not support video output to a monitor. The console weighs 275 grams, and thanks to its compact design, you can easily fit it into your pocket if you want. Since the analog sticks are recessed slightly into the body, they don't catch on the edge of your pocket. On the back and top, the console has ventilation openings for active cooling. Inside there is a small fan. It operates very smoothly and is almost silent, which I think is very important for many people. The fan behavior can be adjusted in the settings using a dedicated button. At maximum speed, the fan does become noticeably louder, so I personally prefer using gaming mode. Now let's move on to the unboxing and take a look at what's included. The AYANEO Pocket AIR Mini arrived in this box. On the back, you can see a sticker with the version name and color. I bought the black version of the console. When we open the box, the first thing we see is the console itself. Let's put it aside for now. Underneath there is a small piece of paper with a link to the instruction manual. There is also a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable for charging. The package is quite minimalistic. Everything here is clearly designed to keep the cost down. Nothing extra. Now let's take a closer look at the console itself. The plastic has a matte finish and feels very pleasant in the hand. I'll remove the protective film from the screen right away. My first impressions are very positive. I really like the quality of the plastic. The console feels very premium. This definitely doesn't feel like a budget device. I also like that the buttons, D-pad and analog sticks have exactly the same texture as the console body. This gives the device a very clean, minimalist look. Everything feels consistent, solid and high quality to the touch. I am impressed. The build quality is excellent as well. I can confidently say that this console looks and feels much more expensive than it actually is. And before we continue, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. It's super important for promoting both the video and the channel. The more likes, views and subscribers we get, the more videos I'll be able to make and share with you, and the more fun and interesting the content will become. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos. And if you want to support the channel even more, you can hit the hype button. It helps push the video to new audiences and brings even more people into our community. Thanks a ton for your support. Let's continue. On the official website, its price is just over $100, including shipping, which is very comparable to the Manmi Air X. These two consoles are currently the closest competitors in terms of price and performance. The body has an ergonomic shape with rounded edges. Holding the console and playing games is very comfortable. That said, I feel like the grip area could benefit from slightly more textured surfaces. On the front, we see matte buttons. They press very smoothly and softly. If you want, you can remap them from a Nintendo layout to an Xbox layout. The D-pad is matte and presses very softly. I really like it. Diagonal inputs also register very well here. In my opinion, it's a very high-quality D-pad, one of the best. The analog sticks have the same pleasant matte texture as the buttons and even the console body. I don't know about you, but that really impresses me. The sticks are removable and can be replaced if needed. They are recessed into the body, but this doesn't limit their range of motion. And by the way, these sticks use Hall effect sensors. In the settings, you can customize the lighting around the analog sticks and change it to your liking, or turn it off completely. The console also has 6 additional buttons, 4 buttons on the front panel and 2 more on the top near the shoulder triggers. Speaking of which, the shoulder triggers are incredibly soft. I haven't encountered anything like this on other consoles. I really like them. The triggers also use Hall effect sensors and can be configured as either digital or linear. On the top edge, you'll also find the volume buttons and the power button. Visually, I really like this console. It has a great ergonomic shape and a very clean design. I installed my standard list of emulators and apps of the console. The same list that's available on my Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with news from the world of gadgets and games. You'll find the link in the description below. Now, let's move on to game testing. As always, from classic Nintendo games, I use shaders with a vintage TV effect to make the games look more appealing and immersive from a visual and gameplay perspective. For Game Boy Advance games, I use a pixel shader that emulates the original console screen and creates a distinctive pixel grid. This makes the games feel more natural for their graphical level. Games from more demanding systems like Nintendo 64 and PlayStation run very stable and confidently. The same goes for Nintendo DS. Everything runs smoothly with no lag. Nintendo 3DS games, however, do show some slowdowns, although they're still playable and fairly comfortable. I think that with more time spent tweaking the graphic settings, it's possible to achieve better performance. I also tested the console's performance in PSP games. At maximum graphics settings with 2x and 3x rendering resolution, games run very smoothly. During testing, I never felt any stuttering or freezing. This console handles all PSP games extremely well and can easily be used as a modern alternative to the original PSP. When it comes to even more demanding GameCube titles, the console also delivers smooth gameplay without significant FPS drops. I didn't have enough time to test a wide range of games, but at standard performance settings, other consoles fall noticeably behind in these tests. While testing PlayStation 2 games, I was impressed. Yes, I had to lower the graphics settings to the minimum, but even then, some games deliver solid frame rates. God of War does show noticeable drops and stuttering, but this is a very demanding game, and no console in this price range handles it perfectly. If you experiment with different emulator versions and spend more time tweaking the settings, I'm sure you can unlock even more potential from this console. And of course, we shouldn't forget about Android games. Half-Life 1 and 2, GTA San Andreas, and many other controller-supported titles are available to play. You can install games directly from Google Play and test their performance yourself. In the end, I can say that I'm very impressed with this console's performance. The positive include a great design, excellent material quality, compact size, and extensive customization options for performance, buttons, cooling behavior, and more. The performance is outstanding, in my opinion, the best in this price range, and the price itself is extremely competitive. As for the downsides, I'd point out that the battery is not the biggest compared to the competitors, an older version of Android, limited internal storage, and limited availability, which currently results in a higher price on AliExpress. If we compare it to the Handheld Air X, I believe this console significantly outperforms it, although the Air X does have a larger screen and a newer version of Android. Right now, these two devices are the main competitors in this price category. If you're interested, I can make a separate comparison video of these two consoles. Let me know what you think in the comments and share your opinion. The trend we're seeing this year genuinely makes me happy. Budget mobile processors are becoming cheaper, which means that in the near future we'll likely see major changes in the mid-range and possibly even budget handheld console market. As we can already see, active competition among manufacturers has emerged, and that's great for us as users. It means more choice and better prices, which is incredibly important in times of constant financial pressure and ongoing economic uncertainty. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you pleasant nostalgia and successful completion of your favorite games.